Jindabyne, long famous as the winter gateway to the New South Wales snowfields, is now fast becoming famous as the gateway to world-class mountain biking. When the snow melts and the temperatures warm up, an incredible trail network can be found. There's well over 100 kilometres of varied terrain and trails to explore, from cruisy lakeside pathways to picturesque cross-country trails, and some of the best lift-accessed gravity trails in Australia.
So Snowy Mountains is a beautiful place to come for a pedal, a massive trail network which feels like it's growing week by week and just getting bigger and bigger. Here at Bungarra in Action Learning, our part of the puzzle is to get young people and groups up and on their bikes. We've got group accommodation here for well over 200 people. We also work with smaller groups, from 20 up. In terms of trail network, we've got 30k of trail. We've got a pocket park, a pump track, a flow trail, a skills course. It really is the perfect place to come and bring your group to get up and on your bikes and use here as a base to get out and explore the amazing amount of trail network we've got here in the Snowy Mountains.
So we've got a lot of really amazing single track, pretty technical, but we do have new trails running through all the way from Jindabyne, which are machine built and shared pathways. So the Mill Creek Trail went in as part of the future Lake Jindabyne Trail. The Mill Creek Trail goes from Coppertom over at Pooh Bay there, and it runs for about 8 kilometres all the way over the dam wall and all the way over to Tyrolean Village, and eventually we'll go right around the lake.
Just up the road from Jindabyne and set amongst the amazing backdrop of the Australian high country is Lake Krakenbach Resort, the Kosciuszko National Park, Thredbo Valley Track and Thredbo Resort, with a mix of incredible cross-country and gravity riding that suits all levels of riders.
The New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife Service has recently constructed the Thredbo Valley Track, which extends from Thredbo down to Bullock's Flat. And we're currently in the process of extending that track, and ultimately it'll go right down towards Jindabyne. So what we would love to see and what the community would love to see as well is a track that enables people to ride all the way from Thredbo right down through to Jindabyne and even beyond to Tyrolean Village. So that could be up to around a 60 to 70 kilometre ride.
Yeah, so the Thredbo Valley Track has been an amazing addition to the New South Wales Snowy Mountains in respect to walking and cycling. At the moment we're at the bottom of the Thredbo Valley Track, but building has continued. So when the Thredbo Valley Track is completed, I expect that we'll be at the halfway point. We run shuttles and also mountain bike tours on the Thredbo Valley Track, where we take clients up on our shuttle service and people can ride back to the resort. Obviously back at the resort we have parking facilities free of charge for people to use, a free bike wash facility, and also the Alpine Larder where people can grab a beer or a cold drink or a coffee and just relax and have a laugh about their ride. So around Lake Krakenbach we've got approximately about 20 kilometres of single track, varying from different levels from beginner to intermediate and advanced trails. We also have interlinked a bunch of training facilities, skills parks and pump track.
The Snowy Mountains is an unbelievable mountain biking destination, and we see ourselves in Thredbo as being a really integral part of that. We've got some awesome gravity trails, cross-country trails, but the lift access is really what makes Thredbo a great place to ride. We at Thredbo have a great range of accommodation, restaurants, cafes and bars, as well as Australia's biggest gravity rental fleet from Thredbo MTB.
Here at Thredbo we have 3 main gravity trails. We have the Cannonball downhill, that's sort of geared towards a more advanced rider. Following that we have the Kosciuszko flow trail, so that trail is more of an introductory to downhill. It doesn't have some of the technical features of the main Cannonball downhill. Our third trail, our new trail, is the Thredbo All Mountain Trail, and it's a gravity cross-country trail. So yeah, the ground speed of that's a lot slower than the flow trail, but definitely an adventurous trail full of fun and features.
Thredbo are expanding our sort of gravity-based trails, but I think the Snowy Mountains area in a whole has really embraced mountain biking, and we can see a lot of tracks developing, and then people, they're riding the TVT, they're riding Lake Krakenbach, then they're coming to Thredbo and enjoying some of the, the best gravity trails in the country.
There's something for everyone. With heaps of accommodation, really good food options, really mountain biking is pumping here in the Snowy Mountains.
No longer do we have a mountain bike destination that is 2 or 3 days holiday. We've got a mountain bike destination that keeps people entertained for 5 or 6 days. And the momentum is really exciting, and we can only see more and more growth in this space.
After your ride, there are plenty of things to see and do, as well as places to eat and stay. So plan your next bike trip to the Snowy Mountains and come and see all that it has to offer. Check out snowymountains.com.au for more info.